Jeff never sold the token. Only lost money trying to make things right, along with everyone else in the project. But no money was made. No tokens were sold. And CoffeeZilla even said that in his series. So to answer your question, yeah, no money was made by Jeff or I.
And just back to the flip side really quick. To me, once I heard that seemed just like a kill shot to this entire thing.
Now I'll play the other side.
Sure. And I know what you're going to say. There's a ton more. It's very complex. There's a lot of
No. I empathize. I totally see why people are frustrated. I'm fucking frustrated. I've been frustrated for over a year. So I'll let you keep going. And again, while we made no money on the project, which I think kills the scam narrative immediately, there is more explaining to do.
What was your intent with cryptozoo as a project?
I really thought it was going to be the next big thing. It was my first foray into creating a project on the blockchain. My intent was to make the next Pokemon, essentially, on the blockchain. It was purely good. I put 7 months of my time, energy.
Yo, to be honest, it was purely garbage. It was an imitation of Pokemon with an egg hatching, but it had a Google image. It wasn't like someone sat down and drew out Pokemon or drew out Digimon. You know what I mean? And he even knows that. So when he was saying I had 10 artists, if the artist actually ever did draw anything, it's kind of weird because it was Google Images. They found it was Google Images merged together. Google or Getty's, whatever. The images were just merged. It was Adobe stock. That's what it was. It was Adobe stock images just merged together, which is weird because artists don't really draw those real creatures. That's an actual, they were just pictures. You know what I mean? Actual pictures of actual real animals. If he would have drew something cool, people was making some shit up like Pokemon or Digimon, I think people would have actually fucked with it. They would have been down for it. And that's not actually what happened. So the fact that he even says 7 months of my life, 10 artists and all this type of stuff, that's still disingenuous, bro. It's disingenuous because where are the pictures? Can you release some of them to us? Can we see what it looks like? Because that was just cat.
Effort, all of it into this project. And when shit hit the fan, it was devastating. It was heartbreaking.
Another cap saying he put 7 months of it, bro. And you I understand rich people and people who are in these businesses are super multitasking. But to say you put 7 months of time as if you just stopped and this is what you did, because the people who would actually be working on the project, that would be their life. They would they would go home, get a little sleep, see their family for a second, go back to the office, go back to coding, go back to making something. Literally, when you hear Elon talk about when he first created Zip or PayPal, however, when he first created those companies, that was their life. They lived in the office. You know what I mean? Literally lived in the office. They showered at the Y and ate at Jack in the Box and came back to the office. And that's what they did to get it going. They didn't go on WWE. They didn't go on anything. You don't really, when you're truly creating something, you truly don't have the time to do all these other things. So when you're multitasking and you put your name on something as if you're really truly a part of creating it, it's like a basketball player saying, yeah, man, I spent years making these shoes. When in actuality, you were playing basketball, you were chilling out with your family, you were on vacation, and there is someone actually who's probably working 12 to 14 hours a day designing something to show you so you could put your name on it. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's people working for you to give you their ideals or ideals that you may have said, yeah, make something like this, and then they draw something, but it's coming from their brain, and they're giving it to you because you have the voice and the platform and money to pay them.
I never acted with malintention. I mean, again, what was the intent to make money? I mean, I guess maybe eventually, if you're running a business, I'd assume any intent is to make money off of it. But did we ever capitalize financially off of this? Absolutely fucking not.
For people that aren't aware, can you describe the dynamic between the token and the game?
Okay. So the idea was this. yeah, maybe I should give some context to what the game is. So you buy these eggs on the blockchain, and you can hatch them into what are called base animals. I think there were like 14 or 15 of them, and then you can breed your base animals with each other to create fun-looking viral hybrid offspring that have a rarity scale. If you hatch a rare animal and you breed it with another rare animal, and it yields a rare hybrid animal, that animal then yields and collects a token the longer you hold it. Then when you release it into the wild, you accrue your yield. Does that make sense? That was the concept.
Got it.
And it was based off the idea that people could create these fun animals that didn't exist. And this was another part of cryptozoo that got ripped apart. People seem to really discount the art, which I felt truthfully wasn't fair.
Bro,
I was
but we
kind
know
of
it's
in the
not
middle
art.
on that one. It was it.
Look at him. Ah, Mike. I'm kind of in the middle on that one. It ain't really art. Come on, Mike. Speaking truth, bro.
It was
Do you-
very
do you know how-
okay.
do you
It was
know how
very
hard it is?
basic. Yes, I
You
know.
know how hard it is
and let me
to merge animals that do exist into an animal that doesn't exist and make it look like a real animal.
I'm gonna
like
ask
like
you-
I'll just
No,
like
that's
I'll
easy
just
as
say
fuck,
it right now, bro.
It's not hard. It's easy. That is Adobe. That's what that is. I see people do this type of shit all the time, bro. Do you know how hard it is to put your head on a giraffe's body or put your head on another person's head? Do you know how hard that is? And change your color? Oh wait, it's not hard. It's fucking Adobe Photoshop, bro. It's not hard, bro. The program exists. People do it for memes all the time. Sometimes people purposely do them messed up, purposely, because that's part of the joke. And a lot of times people do them clean, bro. That's how people do it. That's a part of the world. It's not hard.
If you take an animal from cryptozoo and like a fucking picture of a monkey wearing a hat and go ask like someone on the street, like, hey, which of these is more captivating to you? Something tells me the animal that doesn't exist that looks like a real hybrid animal is probably gonna win.
Even if someone out there is skeptical or hesitant to call it some sort of insane artistic expression, they at least probably have to agree that it falls within industry, like in the area of industry standards for NFTs at the time. I mean, look at some of the other projects. I mean, shout out Gary, but like, dude, like.
How dare you?
I'm
Do
just
not
saying, bro.
Fucking insult V friends.
Or doodles or whatever. I mean, whatever project you want to bring up.
That's
right
why
now, whether it's apes or whatever.
That's why I found this argument a little. I felt that one. I felt wasn't quite fair. I'll listen to him, but like, man, if you were to interview and ask my artist what they thought of people just ripping their work to shreds, and by the way, some of them do this. Some of them are like post actively on Reddit hybrid animals, and the hybrid animals thread on Reddit is hilarious and has a bunch of likes and people commenting on it. But the moment that I say
It's Reddit.
it's
It's
something
Reddit.
that
It's a
I'm
joke.
doing, it doesn't work in that context.
I think it
No,
was shined
because
in
you try to do stuff to a good level, bro. Like you don't. I don't think he understands the grasp of how much gravity is around him. You know, because like in my head, bro, like it's like you're kind of, bro, like it's like he doesn't know that he's kind of a big deal. So the fact that he doesn't know that he's kind of a big deal, he could kind of act ignorant still or stupid because I guess he's still young or whatever. But it's like, bro, like people just expect more from you, bro, because you do things at a high level. You know what I mean? You do it up, bro. That's, you know, people got to give you your flowers for that, bro. Like you make stuff happen. You know what I mean? On a high intense level, bro. You know what I mean? Like you're like the Mountain Dew dudes back in the day, like, oh, like extreme. Like, so when you do something to a level like that and pretend that it's high because you saw it on Reddit, bro, like Reddit is mainly a joke.
bad light. I think if it didn't have the negative outline on it, people wouldn't.
No. That was the first critique
sure,
that happened.
For sure.
I actually have I want to ask you something. Again, I'm just throwing out other people's point of views. I'm not trying to stick a.
No, you should.
Oh,
You
okay,
should
well, I'm gonna stick it into you. When I'm looking at this from my point of view, bro, I think you guys are kind of like, you're seeing it from your guys' point of view, which is obvious because it's your point of view, and you are not a scammer. You don't hurt people. You don't do these type of things. So it's gonna affect your heart because you didn't do that. And for the world to look at you in that type of way, it's very drowning. It feels like you can't breathe because people are already painting you out to be something you're not. But put a pin in that. Over here are people that root for you, that look at you like somebody they want to be like, they want to achieve like. And so when they invested in your project, and they're remember, they don't have our lifestyle, so they're working paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck. So when they go, fuck yeah, Logan's involved in this, I know it's going to win because I've watched this guy win, and I want to be like this fucking guy. So I'm going to invest my hard-earned money. From their point of view, I get your guys' point of view because you're dealing with a legal team, you're dealing with all the people that did you wrong. But from their stance, they go, how dare you go and open up 2 other projects when I just wasted my hard-earned money on something that I believed you would do. So this is a point of view that they don't